Today we're going to talk about vowels. Vowels are the letters A, E, I, O, and U. And we know that each vowel has two sounds, a short sound and a long sound. So, for example, A makes an A sound, like in cat. It also makes an A sound, like in make. E makes an E sound, like so we have cat for A and make for A. We have E, so we're going to say vet and E would be, let me come back to that one because I can't think of one at the moment. So I for I. So visit. We have two I sounds in the word visit. Or we can say ice because there's a silent E at the end to make the vowel say their names, the long vowel sounds. We have got and note. I'm sorry, not note. Note. The silent E and the vowel in the middle. And then we have like in up or huge. So it now makes a U sound. So those are two vowel sounds that we've learned about before. But in some words, we see vowel teams. And when we see vowel teams means it's more than one. So that means there has to be two vowels together. So I'm going to write vowel teams. So that's going to give it a third sound. But it's only going to be these sounds when you see two vowels together. It can't be two vowels in a word. They have to be right next to each other. So we see that in the word teams. We see E, A, or lowercase e, A. And we have learned about similar things when we talk about bossy R. Bossy R makes a vowel and the R say only one sound, which is an R sound. The R takes over. So in that case, for example, the R is making a sound, but the I is silent. When we have two vowels together, we are going to have the first one make the sound and the second one is going to be silent. So for the word teams, we don't hear an A in the word teams. The two letters blend together and make a sound of E. So, for example, read. We don't hear the A in read, we only hear the E. Or, let's see, steal. We hear the E in steal. Steel. And then the second vowel team that we're going to learn about on Tuesday, this is the sound we're learning about on Tuesday. But what we're learning about today is AI. And again, we are going to hear the first vowel, but not the second. So for example, like in rain, we hear the A in rain, but not the I. And the same thing about in hair. We hear the A in hair, but not the I. So I want you to think of a little poem when you're looking at two vowels that are next to each other in a word. When you see two vowels The first one does the talking, makes the sound. The second one does the walking. So in other words, the second vowel, the A in EA and the I in AI, are going to follow the first one and not make a sound. So it's like they're in line. They're not going to talk, they're going to walk. They're going to go along with the rest of the line. They're going to go along with the rest of the word. Whereas the first vowel is going to do the talking. They're going to make the sound and the other one is going to follow. It's going to act like it's not there at all, just like the E does when we're doing a long vowel at the end of a word. So let's go over the two worksheets very quickly so that you know what the words say and how to complete them. And if you need assistance, you can come to office hours. What I'm also going to do in our Zoom meeting is I might give you some words to practice spelling. And I'm going to start giving you some quizzes also on Google Classroom. So that way we can practice besides our worksheets to make sure that you know how to apply the spelling pattern to different words. It's like when we had our spelling tests when we were in class, and I started to give you the challenge words, the words that followed the same pattern but weren't on our list. And this is because when we do this worksheet, we're doing more activities practicing the words. However, we're not doing each day of our rainbow write and our ABC order and our sentences and all of that. We're just practicing what's on the worksheet. So today on Monday, you're going to do your AI sound, which is A. So laid, main, made, mat, dab, bait, ask, pain, bail, ham, fail, wait. You're going to color only the words that have the AI vowel team. If it just has an A, it does not have the vowel team, so you will not color it in. Then here you're going to use the spinner. You can use a paper clip and your pencil. If you don't print it out or if you don't have a paper clip, you can just pick all of the words. Now it's just to be more fun because there are 8 spaces and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you could just pick the words and write them on the lines. And then again, you're going to find the boxes and look at what the letters look like that would fit in each of these boxes. So here we have a letter that's going to go up higher than the rest. If I'm looking at these words, W wouldn't fit that box. So I'm not going to write that word, which is wait, in that box because I want to find letters that fit the boxes the best that they can. So we have fail, made, bait, wait, and pain. And you're going to fill it in each of these. And each box is going to be a different letter. Pay attention to the formation of the letters so you know which word would fit best. If it's a letter that goes down and the box goes below the rest of them, I'm going to look for a letter that goes down below the rest of them. And in the middle boxes, for each one of these words should be your vowel team of AI. And the same exact instructions will be on your second worksheet for tomorrow, for Tuesday, only it's not AI this time. It's EA, making the E sound. So see, leak, beam, lean, wed, step, slept, tend, bead, meal, leap, team. Again, color the words that have the EA vowel team. Spin or just write them in. It says spin, read, and write. Again, you should be doing the writing so that you're practicing it. And then you're going to write them in the boxes. If you want to give yourself a challenge, you could pick some of these words to write sentences with and write them on the back like you were doing your spelling activities. You could also choose to do one of your spelling activities that we normally do and rainbow write the words, or you could make a word search of your own, because we did that during our spelling centers. You could do the what was it called? The ladder, where I don't think it was called a ladder, but it was where you wrote one letter of each word, and then 2 letters, and then 3 letters, and then 4, and so on. If you would like, on the back of the paper or on another piece of paper. And if you do any of those assignments, that will be counted as a dojo point for doing an extra assignment, because you're practicing to use the spelling pattern, but doing it in a different way than what was assigned. And again, this is just to practice, and you're going to want to practice these as much as you can, because you're going to have a quiz on either EA or AI later this week. If you have any questions, see me during office hours between 1 and 2:30.